Welcome to the sixth tutorial on Python. Today we're going to learn about strings and boolean values in Python. Hello everyone, it's me Sayam and I'm going to be teaching you Python today. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And don't forget to like the video. So, let's get started.
Strings are used when we need to process text, like names of all kinds, addresses, novels, etc., but not numbers. We already know a bit about them. That strings need quotes, the way floats need points. Let us print a string. Let's start by printing print parentheses quotes I love Python. We've already covered these kind of strings before, and when you print them, we receive the output I love Python. However, there is a catch. The catch is how to encode a quote inside a string which is already delimited by quotes. Basically, we want an output like this. I love Python. We want this as our output. So how do we do this? Well, we can do this through two methods. The first is based on a concept we already know of the escape character, which you should remember is played by the backslash. Now, the backslash can escape quotes too. A quote preceded by a backslash changes its meaning. It's not a delimiter, but it's just a quote. So let's start by doing print parenthesis quotes I love, and over here we will type in our backslash quotes Python backslash quotes. Now if we run it, we will get I love Python, just as the way we wanted it to be. Now let's move on to the second method. The second solution may be quite surprising. Rather than just using double quotes, Python can even use an apostrophe to delimit a quote. Either of these characters may delimit strings, but we must be consistent. If we open a string with a quote, we have to close it with a quote. If we start a string with an apostrophe, we have to end it with an apostrophe. So let's try this. Print apostrophe I love double quotes Python. And once again, end it with double quotes, and let's print it. Now we can see the same output, but through a different solution. To conclude with the types of data in Python, there are two more additional ones which we must look at. They're not as obvious as any of the previous ones, but they are used to represent a very special value, truthfulness. Let's start by printing print 5 greater than 6. Of course, we all know it's false, but let's see what Python will do with it. We see false. This is known as a Boolean value. Each time you ask Python if one number is greater than another, the question results in only two values, true or false. This is known as a Boolean value. A programmer writes a program and the program asks questions. Python executes the program and provides the answers. The program must be able to react according to the received answers. Fortunately, the computer only knows two kinds of answers. Yes, this is true. No, this is false. We'll never ever get a response like, I don't know, or probably yes, but I don't know for sure. These two Boolean values have strict denotions in Python. Let's say if we want to print a Boolean value, let's say if we take true, it will come as as a wrong input. But if you print true, it'll print true. So we must remember that we cannot change anything in the Boolean values. You have to take these symbols as they are, including it being case sensitive.
Okay, that's it for today. I hope you had a great time learning and make sure to join in on the next tutorial. See you guys soon.